we are going to represent how to build a computer. First of all, we would like to introduce ourselves first. By the way, I am Rocelle Lambojon.
I am Jenelyn Galceran. I am Mylene Arellano.
From BS IT-111. So we have here motherboard, CPU and color, graphics card, power supply, and the optical drive, memory RAM, hard drive on case. So let's proceed to tools. Surprisingly, you didn't need many tools to put a PC together. So first, screwdriver, Phillips head. The meaning of screwdriver, used for nearly all screws including case and various component mounting screws. Screwdriver flathead. You may need this for installing your CPU cooler, so it's best to have one in hand in just case. Optional extras include. So we have here anti-static rest strap. If you are worried about static damaging your parts, you can opt to use an anti-static wrist strap. Cable ties, a must for cable management, or unless your case has some included with it. This will keep all cabling in your case nice and neat. So we have here also scissors. Scissors means for cutting excess length of cable ties and making short work of any pesky plastic packaging on your computer parts. So we have here also flashlight, in case you need a little extra light to see what you're doing.
Computer assembling step. Step 1. Open case. First, remove the back screw. Second, take side over off. It's easy to work on your PC with It's easy to work on your PC with it laying sideways on a flat surface, so the open side is facing up. Don't forget to ground yourself by touching the case before working on assembling parts. Step 2. Mount motherboard. First, screw mother stand off into the case. Second, out rear I/O plate from the case, if existing. Replace it with the mother I/O plate. And third, fasten the motherboard in place on top of mounting standoff. Step 3. Mount processor CPU. First, locate the CPU socket holder on the motherboard. Second, lift up the latch lever to release and hang open the CPU socket over. Third, holding the CPU by its sides, line up any alignment notches or the triangle marked on the corner of the CPU to the triangle marker. Fourth, lower the CPU socket over the CPU and lower the latch lever closed again to secure the CPU socket holder closed. Step 4. Install CPU cooler. Make sure the CPU cooler is installed directly to the back of the CPU metal housing. We've heard stories of the installation where the plastic packaging on the CPU socket over which it meant to be discarded after CPU installation was not removed.
Step 5. Install power supply or PSU. Number 1. Mount the power supply and fasten with screws to the case mounting points. Plug the largest cabling connector from the power supply cabling into the motherboard power connector. Plug the 8-pin cabling connector from the power supply cabling into the CPU power connector. Step 6. Mount memory or RAM. Press to open the clips at both ends of the RAM mounting slots. Line up the notch on the RAM stick with the mounting slot. Set the RAM and press it firmly down into the slot. The tabs should automatically latch close as you press the RAM down, securing the RAM in place. Install any other RAM sticks using the same process. Most motherboards will have multiple RAM mounting slots. If you are installing pairs of RAM sticks, mount them in the same color slots as the motherboard. So step 7. Install graphics card. Not all computers have a dedicated graphics card. If you have decided to use the non-board graphics of your motherboard instead of installing a dedicated graphics card, you can skip this section. Number 1. Remove the expansion slot covers from the rear of your case where the graphics card will set. The graphics card slots into a PCI expansion slot and the lower half of the motherboard. Line it up and press down firmly to set the card. Hold in the screws to hold the graphics card in place. Plug in the power connector cables from your power supply into the graphics card power connector if existing. Not all graphics cards require external power. Step 8. Mount storage drives. The storage drives come in the two main sizes. We have here a 3.5 form factor or 2.5 form factor. Due to their smaller size, 2.5 drives may need an adapter plate to mount them within your PC case. The exact mounting strategy for storage drivers will vary from computer case to computer case. And sometimes you may need to refer to the manual for your case in order to fit drives into the drive base.
So step 9. Mount optical drive. Optical drives are optional and only required if you wish to read or write CDs, DVDs, or Blu-rays. Some people choose not to include an optical drive in their PC build if they don't plan on using optical discs. So 1. Remove any front panels from the computer case where the optical drive will sit. Second, mount optical drive in the case by fixing with screws through the case frame into the case mounting holes located on the optical drive. Third, connect the optical drive to the motherboard using a SATA cable. Fourth, plug in power cabling from your power supply to the optical drive. Step 10. Connect case, fans, and front panel connectors. Some computer cases come with case fans already installed or mounted within the case. However, you will still need to plug the power cables of these fans into a header port located on your motherboard. So 1. Mount any case fans within your case as required using the supplied screws or clips. Second, connect any case fan power connectors to the multiple fan headers located at various places on the motherboard. Third, identify the cabling from the front panel port of your PC. Fourth, connect any front panel audio connectors to the motherboard from audio header. Fifth, connect any front panel USB connectors to the motherboard USB headers. Sixth, connect the front panel case connectors to the motherboard front panel 1 to 0 headers. So step 11. Close case and connect peripherals. Before closing up your case completely, you may wish to do some cable management, which means tucking away, rerouting or removing and securing any loose slap from cables which would otherwise be hanging around loose in your case. First, place the side cover back on. Second, secure the side panel with case screws. Third, connect peripheral devices including mouse, monitor, keyboard, speakers, etc. Connecting peripherals. Connecting peripherals to your computer once it is all assembled is a matter of simply making sure everything you want to use with your computer, like keyboard, mouse, speakers, etc., is plugged into the right spot. Use the following list as a guide for what goes where. So, plug into USB ports. First is keyboard, second mouse, third wireless network dongle, fourth printers, fifth webcams. So, plug into 2.5 mm sockets. First speakers, second microphone, third line in or line out devices. Next is plug into Ethernet ports. First internet connection, second local area network or LAN cables. Next is plug into display ports. First monitor or screens. Second, be sure to plug into the correct display ports. Always plug into the graphics card display output if you have one installed, instead of the motherboard display ports. Third, if you don't have a dedicated graphics card, then plug into the motherboard's display output ports.
How to disassemble a computer. First, in this tutorial, we will give you a full documentation of how to disassemble the desktop PC for parts. The specific computer that we will demonstrate with is an HP Media Center PC M7640N with a dead motherboard. Every computer is different, but this is general guide. So, step 1. Unplugging. The first thing you do is unplug every cable that's plugged into your computer. That includes the following cables. We have here power, USB, firewire, mouse, keyboard, internet, Ethernet, modem, AM or FM antenna cable TV or etc. So step 2. Outer shell or casing. Now that your computer is fully unplugged, move your PC to a clean workspace, preferably a carpet. The carpet is better than tile because screws and other small parts will roll around. So step 3. Outer shell or casing or cont. In the last step, I remove both side panels. In this step, I will removing the front and top panels. It's like the side panels, the top panel slides off. Also like the side panels, the top one slides toward the back of the computer. The front panel clips onto on the metal frame with 4 tabs. So you must push them in and slide the whole panel forward. So step 4. System fan. Now that the case is off, I will begin to remove the internal components. Most computers have 2 fans. The system fan, the one blowing air into the computer, and the CPU fan. The one blowing air onto the CPU has sink. I will start by removing the system fan first. It is located at the back side of the computer, the side with all the component plug-ins. So step 5. CPU fan. Now that the system fan is out, we can remove the CPU fan. The CPU fan is located right on top of the CPU heatsink, with a large piece of metal with fins on the top. CPU fan plugs into the motherboard in an awkward place that is hard to access. But just follow the wires and you should easily find it. It is labeled CPU fan 1 to remove the fan from the heatsink. Remove the 4 screws securing it in place. Step 6. Power supply. The power supply manages all the power for the machine. The power supply is a large metal box located at the upper back part of the computer. They sometimes come with an on or off switch that is accessible from the back of the computer. The main power cord also plugs in the back of the power supply. So we have here the motherboard, a very large connector or plug. We have here CD or DVD drive or power, internal hard drive power, portable hard drive slot power.
Step 7. CD DVD drive. I have one CD DVD drive, but you might have 2 info. Follow these steps twice. The CD and DVD drive is one of the easiest components to remove. First, unplug the ribbon from the back of the drive. Once that is completed, pull on the tab securing the drive in place. Then push it out from the inside. If you don't have a second drive, there should be a flat pieces of metal covering the drive slot. Follow the inscribed instruction to remove it. Step 8. Card reader. Most new computers have built-in card readers, but old computers also never have them. Just like every other component, unplug the wire first. On my computer, there is just one screw holding the card reader in place. Your computer might have more, so just unscrew them all. After that, the card reader should be removable. Step 9. Hard drive at night. Portable hard drive slot. I have included both components together in one step because in order to remove the hard drive, you must remove the portable hard drive slot first. First off, attach the connector at the back of the slot and unplug the other end from the motherboard. Step 10. Expansion card. Expansion cards are like small upgrades to your computer. Expansion cards are computer new capabilities. Once installed, different examples are Bluetooth, wireless internet, and TV. Different computers come stocked with different cards. My computers come stocked with a TV and other internet card. If you only have one, remove that one. If you have two, remove the two.
So step 11. Connectivity center cables. Most new computers have a connectivity center located at the front of the computer. The connectivity center is the area on the front of the computer where there is many input sections like USB, firewire, microphone, headphones, video, etc. Do not unplug all cables, then unplug the wires leading from the power button, HDD light, and power light. Step 12. RAM or Random Access Memory. RAM allows for the near instantaneous transfer of information to and from the CPU. Most computers have 4 RAM slots and 2 RAM chips. My computer came stocked with 2, but yours might have more or less. To remove the RAM, push down on both tabs holding the RAM in place, which are located at both ends of the RAM. Step 13. Power button and amp power lid plus HDD lid. The power button, power lid, and hard drive lid are all within a plastic cases. There is a zip tie holding the wires or cables for the front connectivity center and front power button or lid. To remove the chases, press in on the tabs that are located on the chases side. Refer to the pictures to see the tabs. Once the tabs are being pressed in, pull the whole chases out of the computer. To remove the lids from the chases, push them from the front with a screwdriver. To remove the button, you will need to push it from the back, the side with the wires for clarification. Step 14. Connectivity Center. Like I said in step 11, the connectivity center is the area on the front of the computer where there is many input sections like USB, firewire, microphone, headphones, video, etc. But this time I will remove the whole component, not just unplug the cable's wires. First thing, unscrew the single screw holding it in place. There might be a different amount of screws in different locations on your computer, but just unscrew them all. Once the screws are removed, the whole component should slide into the inside of the computer, which can then be removed. Step 15. Motherboard. The motherboard is the mother of the computer. It is what links every component in the computer together. Motherboard is bright, but I will remove it in green. The motherboard links every component in the computer together. The CPU, RAM, and expansion cards are attached directly to it, and every other part of the computer is in one way or another attached to it. The motherboard has 7 screws holding it to the frame, which are indicated by large white circles around them. Remove the 7, then lift the motherboard